What's up, y'all? It's your boy, The Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that oh so amazing touch. I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 4. We got a full house in this thing today, so I'm just going to go ahead and introduce you to my co-host for today. To the left of me, I got my boy, Tony. This is his first episode of season 4, but he's been on the banner for almost a year and a half now. Tony, what's up, my guy?
Good morning, folks. Good morning. I hope everybody out there doing fine and lovely.
We are glad to finally see you here today on the Get Ready For It podcast, because you've been on the banner for almost a year now and a half. But that's okay. We're glad to have you here. You ready to talk some things?
Man, I'm always ready. I ain't got no problem with that, boss man. Hey, don't keep selling me out. Don't keep doing that year and a half benefit.
I can't promise you. I may say that a couple of times throughout this session, but listen, God is good. My boy Bobby is in the building. Bobby is back by popular demand. What's up, my boy?
Hi.
We're going to use our big voices today, Bobby.
Hello, internet. This is Bobby. I'm back, and I'm ready to talk some shit.
Okay. More energy. That's what I like. And last but not least, my girl. She had a name change. My girl, Jade Billion. What's up?
What's up? Let's get it. Your girl, Jade Billion.
Before we even go into that, I just want to ask you, why the name change?
You want to get into it?
Yeah.
Right into
the first one. That's the first one.
Oh, Lord. I had an energy change, so I felt like I needed to change everything else.
Very quick, very simple, very to the point. We're gonna get, she was a little quick with that. We're gonna get a little bit more detail about the name change and the cup and her haircut and all that stuff like that. She has done a 360. They call it 360. Yeah, that's a full circle, right?
I think you mean a 180.
Yeah.
180. What's a 360? Is that like not?
That's ending right back up at the same point.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't count. I didn't pass science.
That's math, sweetie.
Anyway, first subject we're going to talk about here is a hot topic. It is Tory Lanez was found guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, so
Wait a minute. What you about to say? What are you about to say?
the charges. We all understand the charges, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 that he had got charged with.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that he didn't shoot it, but do those charges really say that he shot her?
I don't think we the people care. We the people care that he's behind bars.
Oh, well, I mean,
He
just
got
got a
some
new lawyer. He just got a new lawyer, so
and he got years to go.
damn sure.
If that lawyer is not able to finesse what he needs to finesse, unfortunately, the gentleman may be spending some time.
So
behind
let me
bars.
ask you this, because it's a real big movement on Twitter of people who are really behind Tory Lanez and feeling like he is innocent and this and that and the third. I'm trying to understand it, because Megan got shot. So
Somebody
what's-
got to take.
Yeah, what are we saying here? I'm trying to figure it out.
Are we saying that it's okay to shoot a black woman and get away with it?
Yeah,
Definitely not saying that, of course.
Okay.
Do what you
But I
saying,
mean-
Tony?
I mean, I'm just saying, when you look at the charges, those charges, neglectful use of a firearm.
Yeah, is that not shooting somebody who didn't want to get shot?
So a neglectful use of a firearm is shooting it in the air, just shooting it around. So that's neglect.
Or shooting someone?
I'm not denying that, boss man. I'm not denying that at all. But I mean, again, when you look at those, you see the charges. And again, I'm not no lawyer. I'm not no legal profession or nothing like that. But aren't charges a little bit more definitive? Don't they have more definitive charges of shooting somebody? Aren't there more definitive charges?
Well, here's the thing. The court system is about what you can prove in court. So simply put, if you can't prove that you didn't do it, go to jail.
Hey, I definitely understand when it comes to that, too.
And at the end of the day, she got shot, so somebody need to go to jail.
Yeah, because if you listen to that recording that he had, the whole ordeal, unfortunately, was definitely unfortunate for Megan. That recording, all the people that was not showing up to court, you got your best friend on the stand saying this stuff like, what the fuck? Like, but she still came out on top. I do think somebody should be put in jail, and it's just looking like he was the one that was at fault for it.
Hey, definitely no disputes on that. Again, I'm just
ain't no disputes because
they
done jumped on you like hyenas and clawed your eyes out.
Issues with that. I mean, it's a podcast. Everybody got to have some different opinions. We can't all just be on one side. You know what I mean? But
that's
again,
true.
I had to ask these charges. Okay, you had one charge because it wasn't registered in that state. We get that. Neglect for use of a firearm, that could be shooting up in the air and all the other type of stuff. And then assault with the weapon is me pointing a gun at you, him saying dance bitch. Those are definitive terms for that particular charge.
So do you think that he should not have gone to jail?
Definitely not saying that, because just like how everybody has been saying, she got shot. So the person who shot her should go to jail.
Are you saying that there wasn't enough evidence to prove that he did it?
I don't know, because to be honest with you, I didn't even really pay too much attention to this court trial, because at the end of the day, I understand that there is, of course, you know, we always want to protect our black women, but at the same time, wasn't her and the girl fighting too? Didn't they mention something about Tory taking the gun from the girl? Did the girl shoot her? You feel me? Tory's security guard who was driving the car. Why his ass didn't go to stand? They say he was in another country working. I get that. Hey, brother, make your money. But why wasn't he there for this? You know what I'm saying? It's just.
But why was there a recording of him apologizing?
See, now that right there.
She wasn't apologizing. She didn't say, "I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have done that. You know, I was going crazy." No, he was like, it was all him. He was the one that sounded extremely guilty, and she was like, "It's okay, it's okay." You know,
so okay. Again, like what exactly is it? Because it seems like there's still some type of like.
He's just simply saying that the charges did not say anything about he is being sent to jail because he shot somebody.
It don't matter. He did something.
So okay.
Go to jail.
So he did something. Go to jail.
Fine.
Okay. Blueface. You know like Blueface, Ryan? You enjoy Blueface? Miss Bill, you know what Blueface is?
I know who he is.
Yeah, I'm
familiar with him through all the shenanigans.
His newfound baby mother just announced that she is pregnant with a child, and they have this, you know, went in that realm. What type of toxicness is in this relationship here?
Congratulations. It's none of my business.
Jay,
I think it's a very unfortunate situation, you know, because you see a young girl who, you know, fell in love with the wrong nigga.
Oh, so you think it was his fault? You don't think she kind of...
I think everybody should take accountability for themselves. But, you know, I think that as women, or maybe as people, like sometimes love can get you in some really fucked up situations, you know? And this is one of those situations. Can I curse?
Yeah. Oh, you can use big words.
Okay, yeah. And I don't think that is a situation that they should bring a child into, but to each his own.
I definitely find it's unfortunate, but they both play a big part in that toxic relationship. I think just as much as you said that, like he ain't a good nigga. I think that there is some issues with her state of mind, because some of the ways, like she was just fighting. She just announced she was pregnant, and then a day later she was just fighting two girls just to get to him. And also that video of her being forced to be removed from the interview. Those are a pattern of things where she shows that she's not really stable. And that is the most concerning part when it comes down to that relationship, because sometimes it looks like he knows what he's doing. Like he's purposely doing it. I feel like she's just like unhinged, unchained, and it can just like, she's like a wild card. And both of those combinations put together is not really a good combination to bring a child into this world with those issues.
Didn't she ever hit that boy upside the head with a Henny bottle or something like that?
Probably did. She done busted with a plate, spatula, allegedly. I don't know, none of this cuz don't come from me, but probably more than that.
Bust him upside the head and then
with a fist and all that, cuz.
Taking the glass out the back of his
Yep, she ain't scared.
He clearly liked that shit.
He got to like
he
it.
Stayed. You know, some people, they associate like those crazy moments with love, like, oh, she gotta love me because look how crazy she going. He gotta love me, like, for real, because look how crazy he going. And some people, that's how they experience love.
That's sad.
That's like women who feel like a man don't love them unless they like hit them or beat them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they experience love. So that's what they're used to.
And I think it's even more depressing because I believe they're like filming a TV show right now. Am I right on that? Or they have a TV
that's.
show
I think a lot of the behavior is definitely towards because it's a business. They get a lot of views and a lot of streaming, a lot of social media outlets because of behavior. Like Blueface hasn't come out with a hit in quite some time, but you know him because of his antics.
Krishan is his hit. He just took a different approach. He using that girl for his own clout. He don't need to do music. He probably getting more publicity using her than he did with his own music.
I mean, his music wasn't that good in the first place.
So. Bust down, terrible. Tatiana. I want to see you bust down.
I just want you to rap on beat.
I'm not gonna lie. I did like the remix with Cardi, but otherwise it was trash.
So next one, fans have all the Michael B. Jordan relation. Listen, okay, Lori Harvey, beautiful woman. She was dating Michael B. Jordan at one point. Now she's dating somebody else that was seen in multiple pictures with Michael B. Jordan, and people are calling her the T word, or the W word, or the H word. Do you believe that women that are dating multiple people are thoughts, whores,
or Trent?
What was the other one? Hoes. Yes, hoes. Let's start with you, J Billion.
Well, first of all, I think everybody should mind their business, and second of all, everybody date multiple people. It just so happens that she's in the public eye, so she's subject to more judgment. But everybody is dating whoever they want to date, whenever they want to date them. And I don't think it matters that they may have known each other, because at the end of the day, when you move on from somebody, you really need to truly move on from them. I don't need you really in my consciousness like that. You don't get the same type of respect, protection, loyalty that you did when I was in a relationship with you. Once I move on, I'm totally moved on. I'm not making decisions based around making you comfortable anymore.
Tony?
I think she just gets a lot of slander because let's be honest, that girl don't be on social media. You rarely hear her talk. I think I just heard her talk for the first time a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And people just hating on her. I mean, the daddy did make that act like a woman, think like a man, or think like a man, act like a woman.
That was Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey.
Oh, he did make that movie?
Steve Harvey been
He
giving
wrote
her
the book,
game.
and then he made the movie. Yeah.
And Steve Harvey been giving her the game. When your daddy is giving you this much of, I don't want to say stability, but enough confidence, that way you have that self-love, that way you can operate and move the way you want to move, people going to have an issue with it, especially when you're not all out on social media, you know what I'm saying, trying to gloat and trying to brag. People want to be in your business. And at the end of the day, she is dating men that a lot of women want to date.
Because she's absolutely gorgeous. I think, honestly, that Lori Harvey is a beautiful woman.
This wouldn't even be a conversation if she was a man. Men have this obsession, straight men have this obsession with women and their body counts. It is so annoying. And men flip from pussy to pussy and it's never an issue. But women jump from dick to dick. Oh, she was here. Oh, she was here. Oh, she was here. And that shit is so unfair and it's fucking stupid. And I don't understand it. I'm like, why is this on my timeline on Twitter? Who cares?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's just men that do that? I think it's women that also do that to other women as well.
I mean, because of how society is built up, they follow what is right and they shame other women for oh, you a hoe, girl. So
it's just not cis man. It's
no,
just
but but maybe, but I think it's built from what society is expected from women, and it's oh, okay, women can't be this, women can't be that, women can't be sexual, women can't be explore their sexualities and be promiscuous in the same way that men are, because it's seen as another thing. I have straight friends who are oh damn, I'm gonna get with her, but I'm trying to see what her body count is. Why the fuck do you care? That shit annoys me so much. I'm why do you? Why?
Well,
what does that matter?
I think I think when you inquire with somebody, you always want to be know what they like.
Okay,
you
but
want to be careful.
this-
Like even
this
I'm not
particular
going to tell you the
person-
truth anyway, so don't ask.
This particular person is a hoe. Like, you was
Nobody
with two
knows.
women in the same month, and you worried about her body count, nigga. Like,
Worry about
forget
your
it.
mama body count.
exactly.
No, I think she's a boss, and I think that a lot of women need to take notes. And I heard that she makes people sign NDAs before they can date her. I love that shit.
That's
gangsta.
intelligent.
She can be with another person every day, and it's nobody's business but her own. And y'all need to let that go. Focus on something else. Like, literally,
Yeah.
the people out here trying to take our rights. Roe versus Wade. Hello.
Speaking about Rose versus Wade, Young Money, Young Miami, she said that she likes to what's the word she used? Golden shower. If you don't know what a golden shower is, that's getting peed on. Now they out here calling P Diddy P Diddy. How do you guys feel about golden showers?
That's great for whoever who likes it.
Yeah, I'm about to say rock out with your cock out if you're feeling it.
It's not my thing personally, but hey.
Do you feel as though it was too vulgar for her to admit that
No.
on
I
an interview?
Well, her whole podcast platform is based on vulgarity.
And freedom of expression.
That is her brand.
Do you think
Listen
she
to
was
their music.
being honest about being peed on? She was just trying to be like being clout.
No, she was serious as hell. The thing is, when you start dating niggas with money like that, listen, they might want to shit on you. They might want to pee on you. They might want to do all types of stuff that you're not used to, and you're going to do it because you're getting paid. It's a job.
So let me ask both of y'all a question. If you guys were to meet a individual and you started to date this individual and they had a little bit of money, would you be willing to go outside of your comfort zone?
What's a little bit of money? I mean, because she was allegedly getting $500,000 a month. I might get peed on for $500,000 a month.
So,
I get peed on for $1,000 in a Cuban sandwich.
I'm just gonna have to tell you, just make sure you drink a lot of water beforehand.
No, if I'm gonna pay you, I want pneumonia to be in that bed.
I mean, but you got to think about it though. If you was stuck in like the desert or stuck in the forest, they saying you ain't got no water. They say you can drink your own urine.
I'll probably die.
Hydrate yourself.
Ain't no
Well,
way
that's
hell.
different. That's different. I mean, listen,
survival.
I
Talking about
don't associate.
$500,000. You better think of it as
I don't
survival.
associate myself with whatever they can do for me. So if I like you, then I like you, and if I like you enough to want to do that, then I might try it once. But it's not about the money for me. Like, you can be rich, you can be poor. I don't care. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna.
It's gonna be about the money because I'm gonna let you know something. If you got
getting money,
if you stupid rich, you can and take me away from working a
Listen.
9 to 5.
He did it,
I'm
money.
not attracted to P Diddy, so I probably wouldn't do it.
Money changes a lot of appearances.
I mean,
right
yes,
here.
I'm not gonna say like in the perfect world, like I wouldn't do something just for money. But if I'm doing it just for money, then it's just like, well, it's for money. Like, and how I feel doesn't matter. Like, okay, my Cash App is full. Cool, let's do it. But like, if I like you, then that's different.
I mean, their whole brand is based around having sex with dudes for money. So, I mean,
That is
I
true.
was not surprised to hear her say that. And again, when you start dating niggas in that tax
Caliber,
bracket,
yeah.
I feel like
it gets crazy.
And I don't-
It's different in the bedroom.
And I
feel like
never even
Carisha,
know she's. I don't
honestly-
even think she said that it was P Diddy that peed on her. She just said she likes that.
I
The
feel
people
like-
associated with him because that's the most recent person that she's been saying. she's
Carisha
been.
doesn't even like men.
Oh.
I feel like she definitely is like. I just deal with men because this is what I have to do.
No, I think
but-
she playing when she say, "Listen, a lot of girls do
no,
that."
no,
But bringing it down
That-
to
Interview with Megan was real intense, and I was just like, "Oh,
She probably
they
do both.
really
well,
want
she probably just have fun.
I mean,
just
she.
bisexual,
I do
probably.
think she. At the very least, I think she's.
I don't think
bi,
she's bisexual.
but
I just think
honestly
girls.
feel
I think some
she
females just
don't-
like to.
Because when I heard her talking about men, she just be so nonchalant about it. Like, I've never seen her talk about like
'Cause it's a job.
sexuality with anyone until she talked about it with Megan. She was like enthusiastic about it. And I was just like,
Well, feminine energy is sexy, you know?
That's true.
So, there's this cop, right? This Caucasian cop. You know, she's a Tennessee cop, right? And you know, she's a married woman. She's in the police force, and she done had sex with everybody in the police force, including the janitor, allegedly. There's this story going on about this cop who who got caught having sex with numerous of people in the police force, and she was fired. And I think the other people was put on suspension. How do you guys feel about that?
So the men were suspended, but she was fired.
All black men.
All black men.
She wanted that dick.
Oh, she was white.
Yes.
Caucasian woman.
Mind you, their standards, if there was standards, it's like to hell. If you see her. She ain't got no lips.
Talking about the young lady, man, don't disrespect her like that. I think
Have you seen her?
everybody
Have you seen it? She has no lips.
That's all I think. She probably pretty attractive to somebody. She got a husband.
No, she probably got that fire dome.
Oh,
But
and she was married.
yeah, she's married. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if everybody else didn't get fired, of course. No, she shouldn't have got fired. That ain't right. That sounds like a lawsuit.
She was supposed to be out there protecting and serving. She out there sucking and fucking.
What if she was doing it all?
She's supposed to be out there stopping the man from taking the white stuff, but she out there swallowing the white stuff. Can we talk about it?
Again, why are people so obsessed with other people's sex?
She was doing it on the clock too. And she was doing it on the clock in certain areas of the police in the car and also in the police building.
Well, if it was me,
Okay.
a chest camera on?
I would sue because that sounds like discrimination.
I think that's some code of conduct though, especially if you're on the clock. Because they said that in the article it says that she was on the clock when she was doing these things with these
It's
people.
the fact that she's the only one that got fired.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, like
It says
if
Tennessee
they had
cops
sex with
include
her,
married
then
fired after
and she
repeated
got
wild
fired,
sex.
then everyone who has sex with her should get fired.
Yeah.
What are we missing here?
Yeah.
And are you sure that everybody else just got suspended? I thought a couple
thought-
of the officers got
I didn't
fired.
I
as
didn't see
well.
anything. I just saw her. It said she got fired. I could be wrong.
I mean,
But-
if other people got fired, then hey, I hope it was worth it, but if there's somewhere in the handbook where they can say, yeah, you were breaking the rules, so, you gotta go, then hey, it is what it is. Hope it was worth it, girl. Hope that dick was good.
For real, can you imagine spending all that time to become a police officer and you get fired for sucking dick?
I mean, God work in mysterious ways. Maybe it was just time for her life to take a different.
And
A
then
different career
and-
change.
and-
She could have uploaded this on Pornhub and made
and then
this. You
and
never
then
know.
and then
OnlyFans,
she gotta go
like
back
that.
to her husband
And her husband kept
and have that conversation and be like, baby,
stayed there.
what they said you was having multiple partners. And she said it was at once too. So what? How can you as a man go and deal with that? She wouldn't just simply get divorced.
And baby was out here looking for them bulls.
I would completely feel like my manhood would be questioned
All right.
because she's out there getting pounded by 5 other.
What does that have to do with your sexuality?
I'm talking about man. I'm talking about dick size, nigga. I'm talking about no man.
I think he's talking about him, the husbands.
The husbands.
I'm pretty sure like
She was
that,
married.
That could cause some insecurity.
It has to.
arise.
We all know that white women love mandingo. Like that's what.
So
they
now
want.
she gotta go home and tell.
Why you
Not
calling me a
also,
nigga?
not also tell her husband that I've been having orgies and all these different men. They were black.
And you know what's funny? What if the husband likes that? Because I'm quite sure we've heard of these couples.
Called it.
He wasn't there when it was happening. He didn't get to watch.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Again, that chest camera, bruh. She probably got all that stuff filmed. And
So you think she said you think she did the deed, and she said, "Here, baby."
went home, gave him every detail. Watch out,
Hey,
Peter
hey.
with the rise.
There's a
Little
whole
Peter.
section of porn that's like dedicated to that type of fetish. So it's possible.
A new career change. Just like
Well, I hope her career trains can pay them bills, cause or maybe
I mean, I
another
heard
police.
fans only be paying a lot of money from what I hear.
Listen.
Listen, the OnlyFans
OnlyFans.
chocolate drop is
Hey,
coming
I know, Close
soon.
enough.
You know,
Potato,
I'm
tomato.
trying
OnlyFans.
to. I'm trying to see like.
Been trying to figure it out for a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to leave this life of slavery behind. I'm tired of working 9 to 5.
Right.
If I got to show a little skin to get some money, I'm willing to do it.
My
Hell,
homegirl paid off her car. That's all I'm gonna
See?
say. With ease. Not
See,
even
little did she
stressing
know
about
that was God.
God, huh? Bless it. Okay, next one. Gabrielle.
at church too. That's a funny thing about that.
It's always the people in the house of the Lord. Anyway, Gabrielle Union felt entitled to cheat on her ex-husband because she was paying the bills. Do you think that's a valid reason to be able to cheat on somebody because you paying most of the bills?
No.
Why the hell it ain't?
Because if you enter into a monogamous relationship and you agree to be monogamous, then that is what it is. It doesn't matter what your financial situation is. That's not a reason to cheat on somebody. That's
I concur.
dumb. And I need to read this article because you said she felt entitled.
That's what she said.
Exactly. Because
Did she say that?
It literally says she felt entitled in the article.
Who said that?
She
Did
said
she
that
say
specifically in her statement. You know, lately she's been more transparent with her feelings in articles. She literally said, "I felt entitled because I was paying the bills."
And this
Okay.
was the husband prior.
Yeah,
to
this was her
Wayne,
very
right?
first husband when she
Very
first got married. Yes.
husband.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, I mean, I respect.
Well,
the
you know, we all
confidence
make
that she had with it.
mistakes because she also made a movie about falling in love with a Nazi. So,
Wait, what?
yeah, she was in this movie with the guy who plays the Archer on the Avengers, and he was a Nazi, and they fell in love. And they don't talk about it a lot, but it does exist. You can look it up.
Jay, do you feel as though
Neo-Neo.
if you pay all of the bills in the household, do you feel like you have the right to cheat?
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it. However, I do feel like a lot of men have that mindset, whether they admit it or not. I had a friend tell me once that men, when they reach a certain level financially, that there's no such thing as monogamy. You know, whether they get married, like it's almost like an unspoken thing. Like, you already know what's up. Like, you know, you're not the only one I'm fucking. I make too much money for that. And a lot of men do feel that way. So she just has some big dick energy. That's all. Like, she admitted to like being more masculine in her energy in the past. And that probably was an extension of that, you know. We learning from y'all, so hey.
I do believe that she had all right to cheat. If I'm paying all the bills and I'm working and you telling me you sitting home doing nothing, so I should be able to sit home and do it with somebody else too.
Who
Like,
said
why?
that she was doing nothing? Hold on.
Now, would this be big energy
Hold on.
If it was a dude, though, like
That's what I'm saying. Men do
But
that.
men
But
do that, but that doesn't mean that it's
Gabrielle's been
right.
getting promoted, baby. Like, she's been getting applauded for this. And don't get me wrong, I fully respect where you come from. Men are shit. A lot of men with money are shit. Even men without money can be, you know, ain't worth shit at times. But now, she's been getting a lot of love off of this. Now, if a male was to do this, would he be getting the same amount of
They
love?
A man do it all the
That's the
time.
whole
But that,
point.
which is
But
her
I'm
point.
asking- but I'm
But I'm
asking,
No,
saying
his
like,
point-
get the
he
love.
said
No,
you'll
they
get the
don't.
love.
But
Condition.
and she
right on,
Yeah.
brother.
and,
Do what the hell you
and
gotta
she
do.
shouldn't either because it's not. I mean, I get it. Like it's a thing that's like, okay, we're gonna flip this on its head, but at the same time, cheating is cheating, and it should not be celebrated. So, like, if you don't want to be with somebody, then don't be with them.
Or just have
And
the
it's
open
not
conversation.
fair to be like, oh, because that doesn't even make sense to me. I mean, for me, I guess that doesn't make sense. Like, okay, you're paying the bill, so like, I get to fuck who I want
Yep.
just because I make. That
Yep.
doesn't make sense. That's
Mhm.
okay.
Let's talk about it.
well.
It's a level of control. If I'm paying
No,
your
that's
bills, I can
stupid.
do whatever I want to do.
That's stupid. I mean, if you are allowing your, if that's the type of relationship that you have, then that's different. But if you are in a relationship
It's an
and
open
you have,
relationship.
if you're in a open relationship, then that's different. But if you're like, okay, we're in a monogamous relationship, we're a monogamous couple, then
You want me to do it
should
behind
just
your back
be
or in
that.
person?
It should just be that. and
Want me to
that's
do it
nothing
behind your
else.
back or tell you?
But if you're just like, oh,
Want me
hey,
to
I'm
do
one
it
of your
behind you?
hoes.
Do you want me to do it behind your back, or do you want me to be honest with you? I'm seeing other people, but I still love you, girl.
What
You
it
don't
was is
love
it-
them.
it
Yes,
was,
you do.
No, you
You
don't.
can definitely. Let me tell you something. You can definitely
No, you
cheat on
don't.
somebody and still have much love
That's
for
a
your
lie.
significant other. That is the truth.
That's a lie.
Again, what it was is her being in her masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
By the fact that she was the provider and the breadwinner in the situation, that automatically put her in a more masculine energy. So she started doing masculine shit.
Why does making more money make you to be masculine? That's not.
Just
that
because
is
of
not-
traditionally, you know, the man is the provider, you know, of the household, and traditionally the man does bring more income into the household. Not saying that's always the case, but again, traditionally and kind of just how our society, you know, what we come from. Like, it is a more masculine thing for the man to be like, bringing home the bacon. So if she's bringing home the bacon, she feel like I'm the man in this bitch.
Well, just to piggyback off of that, since we're going to stay in that realm. So there's this member, her name is Kylie Williams. She was from 3LW. Recently she did an interview with Carlos King, and she said that I was in entanglement with 75% of B2K. Lil Fizz, Raz B, and what was the last one? J-Boog. And she was very vocal about, she had a good time. She had a good time. Do you think that, and mind you, at this now she did make a very point. She said, I did this when I was young and I was having a good time. I'm married with kids now. Some people feel as though she should just took that to the grave, and some people feel like it was good for her to be transparent. How do you guys feel about that?
If she's comfortable enough to say it, let her say it. Again, let her rock out with her cock out. Because even what you said, the 75%, I'm pretty sure you guys just saw my facial expression. But as we continue to talk, I sat here and thought to myself, if she's comfortable enough to do this, let her do it. If she want to do it, and the fact that she also admitted that she was young. Of course, when you're young, you're young and dumb, and you make mistakes, and you do things.
Not dumb, just having fun.
Well, was she asked something that made her?
Well, yeah, she was. There's been a rumor that she was, with either one of the members of B2K, or there was some type of relationship she had with multiple. So she just was answering the question.
She was asked to address it.
Mm-hmm. She was just being
transparent. I think that people should be comfortable telling their truth.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people are very, very judgmental, and at the end of the day, everybody do some dirty shit in their life. Everybody does dirty shit that is never in the public, forum for opinions and scrutiny. But I think that people should be comfortable telling their truth, and I don't know. I don't feel any issue, because
the biggest part that I took away from her interview, she said, "This is when I was younger. I'm married now with kids. So just if I can't tell my life stories and tell how I had wild times, wild experience, what's the fucking point?"
Even if she was still doing that shit now, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, go suck a dick. Whatever. If she loved being a hoe, if that makes her happy, if that makes anybody happy, why does it make you upset that this is what makes me happy?
Right.
Why are I kind of hate people because everybody's so judgmental. Why do you care? This is my life. I'm telling my truth. And this is what I did or still doing. And, if you have an opinion on it, great. But at the end of the day, don't change the fact that I'm living my fucking life. I'm living in my authenticity and my truth. People try to be fake too much out here. They need to,
Yeah, it's okay to say, listen, I did these things. I was nasty. I had multiple partners at one time. That's my life. I feel like that's okay to say. Now, if it was your girlfriend that did that, how would you feel?
She did it before me.
That was
no. She's. No, I understand. I'm adding a little bit to it. If it was your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and then you dated them, and they went on a public platform and said, "Back in the day when I was younger, I was having an entanglement. I was fucking all them motherfuckers."
I mean, it was back in the day, and now let me also mention this too. It's gonna sound crazy, but a woman who's experienced, in my opinion, is a lot more pleasurable versus a woman who probably doesn't have that much experience. You know what I'm saying? It just goes off of what an individual enjoys and what an individual wants. So, again, you did it way before me, over 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
Now she on the news telling everybody.
What if it was the day before y'all got together?
That's different. We talking about that.
No, you said no. You didn't put it.
Miss J Billion. What is your what is your opinion on that?
Okay.
I mean, that does put a different spin on it. I probably would just naturally want to have a little bit more discretion, if I'm in a relationship. And to be honest with you, even though I'm the type of person, I'm a free spirit, and I'm just whatever. In thinking about it, I guess you do want to think about even if you're not in a relationship, a future potential relationship. What do I want them to know about me? Sometimes that can knock out a lot of potential options by you sharing things like that. So I don't know. I guess everybody just got to have discernment. And there probably are better, you could probably have more discretion sometimes. I'm just a bit of a rebel at times, and I'm an advocate for people being real, but I guess sometimes when being real goes wrong, situation.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, there was something else that happened it's been happening in the news.
Well, I got a quick question before you go there. I got a quick question before they go. So would you rather the potential partner express this to you prior to y'all getting into a relationship, or y'all get into a relationship and they end up coming out later on in life?
I don't think that I need to run down my sexual history before I get into a relationship. I don't think that's necessary at all.
All right, fair deal.
Because I'm not going to tell you everything. You're not going to tell me everything. It's not necessary because that already taints it, Because it's like, y'all might be trying to get it in, but all he got is a visual of these niggas knocking you down. Like, I'm not trying to give you a visual.
Breaking your back in. All right. Okay. I just think, like, with the latter option, like, let's say you and your spouse was out and them 5 dudes just so happen to be hanging out together at the same bar that y'all done went to. Oh, what up, girl? You know what I'm saying? And they come over there and try to give you love. Oh, man, hey, brother, how you doing? And all that other type of stuff. And they walk off. It ain't nothing sexual or no type of advancement happens. But, and he be like, oh, how you know them?
Lie.
Oh, all 5 of them niggas.
It's an old friend.
Slap.
Yes, that's where lying comes into play. But so on this,
you don't think that's the issue in a relationship?
What?
Lying?
Certain
that
lies.
could be problematic?
Certain lies are necessary.
I mean, maybe that's a conversation you have up front. Like, do we want to discuss our past sexual experiences? Like, yes or no?
Yeah, because, like, what if, like, your spouse
Y'all
goes
don't-
to the bathroom and one of them dudes, a couple of the dudes out of that 5 in the bathroom, and they try, man, boy, I missed her, man. God damn, boy, we should, the fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't just come out my mama coochie right
For
before
real.
I met you. Like, I've been out here living my life. So that comes with the territory. And every grown person should know that and be mature about it.
So with the Good Morning America, this is kind of staying in the same field. This is there's 2 anchors. One is named TJ and one is named Amy. They're at the workplace. They're both married. They both fucking allegedly. You ain't seen them in the act. Good Morning America is looking like they may let them go, and they feel as though they shouldn't be let go. How do you guys feel about that?
TJ been wanting to get out of his relationship. It's so obvious. I think him and his wife are actually filing a divorce now for it.
That's because the scandal happened. But how do you feel about that? Do you think they should get fired for that?
I don't think they should get fired. But, I mean, at the same time, you already know the company is going to say that it's a distraction.
I mean, it depends on what the contract says. So if they say that, okay, you're not supposed to fraternize with your coworkers, then it's like, all right, well, you got caught. You're getting fired. But, I mean, no, I do think it's a dumb thing to get fired over. But if that's what you signed your name on, then it is what it is.
I agree. I think, like company policy, don't fraternize with your co-host. And also don't be stupid to be that blatantly, to be out and about holding hands and slapping her butt, not thinking that nobody's going to recognize who you guys are and not snap a picture. If it was me,
Who do you think hired the private investigator?
probably the network, or maybe one of the spouses. They because of the incident, they're both now getting divorces with their spouse. I think Amy, who was a Caucasian coach, she was already in the process of filing a divorce. But TJ, he already said he'd been a dog for years to his wife, and his wife should have left his ass a long time ago. He said that. So for me, if I was the president of the network, it is a big distraction for viewers. So Good Morning America is more like a feel-good show for the youth, not the youth, older generations. And I don't got time to be watching that shit and then thinking about, oh, y'all just got done doing what y'all did in the bathroom. And that's why he ain't talking right. And that's why her hair messed up.
And they got smiles on their face.
They do. They look very happy. Shit, I think they should just go
Glowing.
start their own show.
What is the show going to be called?
Cheaters.
I mean, but there's worse things to be fired for, like, especially the people who, like, like the guy from the network who was, accused of all the sexual harassment and all that stuff like that. Like, okay, there's worse reasons to be fired. Like, yes, I mean, you're shitty for cheating on your spouse or whatever, but it's like, okay, it's really none of our business.
I don't even think it was a personal thing. Like, I think a lot of people can relate to, unfortunately, cheating or, making bad decisions in your relationship. I think the main thing is you're bringing bad press to our brand. If there was a client for like a brand, let's say an artist that's, promoting a particular brand and they getting into a bunch of negative shit. Now you're bringing negative press to my brand. So I have to separate. Wait, we got to go separate ways.
Like Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but they wasn't on the news. They didn't.
Alicia
they didn't.
and Swizz Beatz.
What happened?
Alicia Keys,
Swizz
Beatz.
Yeah.
What happened?
Swizz Beatz was married when he first started.
Yeah,
Man, that shit happen every day. Like,
true, but it's that because she's such a huge personality, presence, star, and then he's like a record producer, and it was just like these really big.
I think that their situation was different. I think the news and then music is different than
no, it's not the same because they're all in the public. So
right, but no, I'm just we're just talking about fire, right? So if I'm an artist, how are you gonna who's gonna fire me?
I feel like people still feel some type of way. The public will fire you because Alicia's albums and her popularity, reputation have not been the same since that happened.
I disagree.
I
don't think she just has released.
You can check
no,
the numbers.
I don't think she has released good music since then. I don't think it has nothing to do about.
Good music is relative.
I don't feel like she got to release
good
music.
Yeah, I don't feel like she didn't do that. I think she's doing perfect. I think they're both doing perfectly fine.
A Christmas special on Apple Music.
And I
watched
she had
it.
a residency in Las Vegas.
She might have
I think she's doing fine.
Yes, her popularity definitely went down.
I disagree.
In the streets had something to say about her stealing somebody else's husband. Well, quote unquote stealing, because you can't steal what's. I mean, he was willing, so it's not stealing. But yeah, that's okay. You could disagree.
Yeah. Before we go to the next topic, I just want to play a song, a little song here and there.
A song.
A song. Mm-hmm. Take a listen.
Oh. It's a nice surprise.
Rock Legion. Buy up one time, boy, you take me up and you take me down. Vibe is right, combo tight, smell real nice. Pleasure keeping my secrets, status on your chest when I need you. Man, there's so many reasons why I fuck with you. Come around, trip, come down, man, round town. I love to be with you, be with you, be with you. They know what's up, these dudes can't touch, they gon' show love, and I'm gonna see this through. I got something real. You a bad, 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 bad boy. 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 You know you.
So Jay, that's that girl Jay Billion right now, over there with the mean ass vocals.
Thank you.
That sounded amazing.
Thank you.
Yo, no, my girl, listen. When I said she could sing, she can sing. So since we're transitioning into you, let's first start with the hair. You cut your hair. What was the inspiration behind your haircut?
Well, I've been wanting to cut my hair, but again, I had a significant energy shift, like a paradigm shift.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely a breakup that helped accelerate that process. But ultimately, I just feel like, when you have a different mindset, a different outlook, you just decide, that you're a different person. I feel like everything else just naturally kind of adjust with that. So I don't know. I think I just, wanted to do something different and just, have a little more fun. They say blondes have more fun. And yeah, I have a rebellious spirit that I have suppressed a lot. So I just felt like, fuck it.
So a new name, new hair, and your music is progressing.
Yeah.
And you got some new merch, if I'm not mistaken.
I do have some merch.
Well,
yeah.
tell us about the merch and where people can get the merch from.
So I did partner with Amazon Merch, and you can get the merch through the link on my Instagram, which is _Jade_billion. And where the name come from is, I don't know, I just always like the name Jade. I thought about giving myself the name Jade from day one. I actually never officially gave myself an artist name. My birth name is Alicia Jasmina. That's my first and middle name, like in real life. So when I started doing music, I was like, I can't think of an artist name. So I just went with my Instagram handle, which was my name. So I was like, okay, this is my first time actually giving myself an artist name. And to be honest with you, it might be temporary because honestly, it represented like a space that I was in. And an energy that I was in that I felt that I needed to achieve certain things. You know, sometimes you have to, like, just how Beyonce might tap into her Sasha Fierce in order to, you know, get shit done.
Right.
Sometimes. So it was kind of that thing, but I am Alicia Jasmina. I mean, that's
never gonna
me,
change.
you know, but Jade Billion is like that other side of me. It's like, you know, a boss bitch, don't play no games, you know, get money, like you're not finna handle me any kind of way. And billion is a mindset. It's not really about the money. It's just about thinking big. You know what I'm saying? Having a big energy, thinking as far as you can, as far as the things that you want to achieve, not limiting yourself. So it's really just about that.
How long have you been doing music?
On and off my whole life, but I started to take it seriously as a recording artist about 3 years ago.
And she been doing her thing ever since. Where can people find you on all social media platforms?
So really, the music that I have right now is still under my name, Alicia Jasmina. So if you can go to any major streaming platform, you can find all of my music under Alicia Jasmina. But I will be releasing more stuff under the name Jade Billion. I'm just both. Like, I can't really choose one. So that might get a little confusing. I'll figure that out as I go.
Right.
But you can definitely, I have T-shirts and hoodies that say billion on them, and again, it's a mindset, it's an energy. Like you put it on and you like, yeah, I'm that bitch, I'm that nigga, like I'm doing it. It's just, you know, it's all about what you're attracting. So that can be, there's a link to that on my Instagram.
So the song we just gave for the people out there listening, it is entitled Bad Boys.
Bad Boy.
And it came out almost like a little bit over a year ago.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
So you guys can check that out on all social media platforms. So we're going to just head back into our topics for today before we wrap it up here. So we're going to do a couple more questions. One is called TS Roommate Diaries. That is the Shade Room Diaries. What did you learn the hard way?
An individual isn't going to love you or express their love the same way that you could express your love to them.
I learned that fat meat ain't greasy the hard way. Jay Billion. Fat meat ain't greasy.
That's confusing.
Fat meat ain't greasy. I learned it the hard way. Look it up.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means, but I learned the hard way to don't be a dumb hoe.
Ooh. When you say don't be a dumb hoe, does that be me? What do you mean by that?
Don't be a dumb hoe. Like,
It's self-explanatory.
yeah, self-explanatory. Like, don't be naive. Don't take everything at face value. Trust the energy and don't question it ever.
Okay. And before we head out here, Bobby, what's something you learned the hard way?
Life is hard. On purpose.
There's no easy way when it comes to life. You're absolutely right about that.
I would definitely have to agree. Life, I think, is purposely meant to be hard because I think through life there's certain lessons that God, don't mean to go preach, I think there's certain lessons that God puts in your life for you to learn. So I think it's meant to be difficult. I think it does supposed to be enjoyable, but sometimes we're like, this wasn't be fun at all. I'm working 8 hours a week and but anyway. That's it. We're gonna wrap this up here at the Get Ready for a Podcast. Before we head out, Bobby, where can people find you at?
I'm on Instagram at somebobby12.
That's it.
That's it.
Tony, with a little bit more life in your voice, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram _WedJuice, WHEAJUIC.
Wet juice.
Wed Juice.
Oh,
Like Wed Juice. Not wet juice. No.
You should change. That should be your OnlyFans name. Also, Jade Billion. Once again, where can they find you on all social media platforms?
_Jade_Billion, and you can find my music on streaming platforms under Alicia Jasmina.
This has been another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast. Make sure you follow me at AmazingIam_. Also follow the podcast page at Ready For It _1. And hey, get ready for it.